Welcome everyone, this is Small Town Theater. Here you will find stories and tales from all genres. All stories are original and one of a kind. They are written by R. Morgan. Be sure to stick around, there are many stories to tell. Please like and subscribe.
The sun rises. It is April 15, 1955. Just outside of Washington, D.C., the Cold War and Red Scare are running wild within the Western Hemisphere. Fear remains high. It has been nearly 2 years since Nikita Khrushchev has been in control of the Soviet Union. The intelligence community is not sure how to label Khrushchev, whether he is a collective person or another madman. Tensions remain high on Capitol Hill in the USA. The race to produce as many atomic bombs is underway. However, it is also imperative that the bomb being produced are in working order and yield destructive power. While quantity is expected, it is more important that quality be taken in construction. Nestled within the Pentagon, located in Virginia just outside of Washington, D.C., a meeting is being held. A top-secret meeting held by the Department of Defense Director Stan Whitehorse. In that meeting is Department of Defense Deputy Director Bill Oliver and Chairman to the Joint Chiefs of Staff John Mackey. The subject of the meeting is of the growing nuclear threat and new development of nuclear bombs. Gentlemen, I have been ordered by the Vice President of the United States to construct the most destructive bomb the world has seen. We need this bomb to deliver a death blow to our enemy. It must destroy buildings down to its foundation and end all life in its blast zone, John Mackey says. Yes, of course, Mr. Chairman. We have been aware of such construction and testing of such weapon. We have designated an area for testing and have searched for personnel for the construction of the bomb. We believe we have all personnel and material needed for such operation, Mr. Chairman, Stan Whitehorse tells Mackey. Good director. I have been told you do your job very well. I see why they speak highly of you. What is the operation you have planned? Mackey asked. Deputy Director Bill Oliver, Mr. Chairman has assisted me in this operation. Mr. Oliver, please describe to the Chairman our operation. Thank you, Mr. Whitehorse. Mr. Chairman Mackey, we have designated the base in Nevada as our testing grounds and development area. We have briefed our in-command officer. He has chosen his assistant, and we have picked a scientist to oversee the construction, Bill Oliver says before being interrupted. If I may interrupt you, Mr. Oliver. The base in Nevada is classified. We must express caution when making officials aware of such base, John Mackey says. Yes, sir, we are aware. That is why we have chosen high-ranked and long-service officers. The scientist himself is a long-tenured member of our long-tenured to third-party research team. My apologies for underestimating your judgment. Tell me about the command officer, Mackey asked. The command officer is General Patrick Poehler of the United States Army. General Poehler is 50 years old. He joined the Army in 1925 at the age of 20. He honorably served and has numerous awards through his tenure. He served the entirety of World War II and continues to serve today, Oliver says. Good choice, Mr. Oliver. Any weaknesses with the general? Is he okay with the mission? Mackey asked. He does hold reservation about the conclusion of the mission. But he is a soldier and will carry out his orders without hesitation, Oliver says. Good. A fine soldier indeed. Who is his assistant? Mackey asked. General Poehler has chosen Lieutenant Dan Dupree to assist him. Lieutenant Dupree is 29 years old and has served in the United States Army since the age of 18. Lieutenant Dupree was drafted during World War II and fought in the final stages of the war. He remains enlisted in the Army and has served under General Poehler in the past. Okay, familiarity is what the general wants. No complaints from me. What of this scientist? What research company does he come from, and what experience does he have? Mackey asked. The company is Blue Tidal Research. The company dates back to the 1930s They have been contracted by the department since the Manhattan Project. They are a trusted vendor, and their scientist is the longest tenured. The scientist is Dr. Anton Silver. He has been part of many construction missions at New Mexico. He has shown dedication to all his work and has determination to complete all projects. He holds high degree in science, physics, and mechanics. Very good, Mr. Oliver and Mr. Whitehorse. It appears you have assembled a good team. What of the subjects that will construct and test the bomb? General Polar and Dr. Silver have chosen their men. They are the 3 highest rank and long-serving Army officers. Dr. Silver will provide mission reports with the information, Whitehorse says. Seems like you boys got it all figured out. When will this mission begin? Mackey asked. We will begin in June. The code name is Nevada Sun. We anticipate that construction will take approximately 7 days. I will inform you of all progress, Mr. Mackey, Whitehorse says. The meeting concludes with Oliver and Mackey exiting Whitehorse's office. The wheels are set in motion for Nevada Sun. The construction of a new nuclear bomb will begin. This construction is unique than others. The testing will also be groundbreaking, testing that has never been done before. John Mackey leaves the Pentagon and gets into a black limousine. The limousine drives off with one black car in front and another in the back. The small motorcade makes its way to the White House. Upon arriving, Mackey exits limousine and makes his way down the hall to the office of the Vice President. Good afternoon, Mr. Vice President. I have just returned from the Pentagon. It appears they have assembled a good team and are ready for construction and experiment. That is good to hear, Mr. Mackey. They are aware of the sensitivity of the experiment? Yes. They have ensured proper security. Also, they have secured a top scientist to oversee the experiment. Good. We must ensure that the public is not aware of such experiment. Should they find out the truth, the backlash would be catastrophic. Understood, Mr. Vice President. I assure you, no one will know the true experiment. I will report back to you once it is complete. Mission Statement. June 5, 1955. Operation Classified. Experiment Nevada Sun. Personnel 3. In charge Major General Patrick Polar. Operation Inspector Dr. Anton Silver. Operation Specialist Lieutenant Dan Dupree. Operation Mission has been classified. Objective of Operation classified. Documents of operations submitted to Department of Defense. The base in Nevada is ideal for the project and experiment due to its isolation. The base is 2 square miles and has a landing strip with airplane hangar. It is composed of 4 buildings and is fortified with high chain-linked electrical fencing. There are guard towers at each corner, and the guards are armed with machine guns and grenades. The base is not registered or listed and has a 20-mile no-fly zone. All personnel are military enlisted and have standing orders not to disclose of base location or existence. All traffic is closely monitored. Only access to base is from airfield in San Diego, California. The base is also equipped with a hardline phone connection for communications. There are 3 different lines of communication from the base. One is to the White Sands base, the other is to Alamogordo, New Mexico, and the third is to the Department of Defense. Only the Department of Defense can call the base. Around the base area are makeshift communities. Although we have told on-site personnel, it is unknown if anyone occupies these communities. These 3 areas that are classified as communities are designated test areas and will remain sealed off to on-site personnel and incoming personnel. Each one has a minimum of 4 homes, 2 stores, and 3 radio towers. These communities are closely monitored. The subjects were not picked at random. Each subject meets required qualifications. That be in the field of their study, each possesses knowledge to build the core. Military experience, lifelong service means that they will follow orders. Families, each subject possesses a family and years of marriage, a key to our studies. Subject 1, Major Taylor Green. Army engineer with numerous awards and honorable tenure in military. Married to Sonia Green, 2 sons, James chapter 14 and Taylor Jr. 16. Subject displays strong family values and dedication to God and country. Ideal pick for operation. They will be giving housing off base in Nevada Area 19, above ground shelter. Subject 2, Captain Tom Grant. Army biologist, recognized as top 5 biologists in the world. Married to Emily Grant, daughter Rachel 10. Subject shows family values, although they question rule of authority. Curiosity will be monitored during operation. They will be giving above ground shelter off base in Nevada Area 13. Subject 3, Captain John Polk, Army Chief Electrician, top graduate at Army Academy, and foremost expert in electrical engineering. Married to Sarah Polk, no children. Subject shows strong dedication to work. Both he and wife work together in their fields. They will be giving underground shelter off base in Nevada Area 18. All subjects to meet at undisclosed base on June 9, 1955. They will be given instructions in their day-to-day work and where their housing will be. Each subject will work on the reactor. Their families will be monitored for physical and mental changes during operation.
Thank you for listening. Join us next week for another episode of Nevada Sun. Please subscribe, like and follow.